Steve Carignan. How's everyone doing? Whatever. It was a rhetorical question, I don't care. Well, okay, that's a bad way to start. It's not that I don't care, it's just that how are you is so watered down in society, it's like it doesn't even mean anything anymore, right? It's a script we all follow. How are you? Fine. How are you? Fine. I get angry, if that's for me, tell them I'm on stage. I get upset when people don't follow the script. How are you? My mom has cancer. Oh my God. I didn't want to know. I was just prompting you to say fine. And you did it wrong. It's not your fault. It's cancer's fault. Race for the cure. Well, that's why they say if you catch cancer early, you have a higher chance of survival because you're more able to, race for the cure. Pretty sure that's how it works. I don't know. Who cares? I just moved down here pretty recently from Chicago. I moved back, though. I moved to Chicago. I moved back. We actually finished filming a 30-minute special there. That was kind of cool. But the issue we were running into is we were doing fundraising online. And the only person that gave us any money at all was a guy in Italy. And he actually asked me if he could help promote the show. And I was like, to who? Sure, whatever. And then he actually called me. I mean, I don't know from where. I guess Olive Garden or I don't know, wherever Italians are from. I don't know. And he goes, hello, Steve. I have problem promoting show. Now look, I know Italians don't have a Russian accent, okay? I can't do an Italian accent, and it's right next to Russia. Or not, I don't know. Who cares? And so he goes, I have problem promoting show. My friends don't speak English. You have to translate joke. So I brought a camcorder. We're just going to go back. I'm just going to translate the jokes, and then I'll edit in your laughs. Okay, so... ok, buonasera tutti, come va? C'è una domanda retorica, non mi preoccupare. Well, it's a bad way to start. Non è necessario che non mi preoccupare, ma come va? In una parte dello scritto, tutte le persone nel mondo usano lo scritto come va bene, come va bene. Sono arrabbiato quando una persona non usa lo scritto, come va? Mia mamma ha cancer. Dio mio, non vuoi conoscere? Sto preparando per tu dire bene. Yeah, that was an applause break. You missed it. It's fine. It's much too late. No, it's too late. That's pity. I don't want it. The other issue I was running into, I was trying to explain to my wife's parents what I did, and they didn't really understand it either. Because they don't speak English as well. They're from Vietnam. Oh, it's coming. And they asked me if I could translate my jokes. So I brought a camcorder. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to translate my jokes. I'm not going to translate the English part. I'm just going to translate the Italian into Vietnamese, not the English into Vietnamese, because I can't do that. Only half the room got that. That's kind of disappointing. Ciao Capcom! Anh có quên, prove me wrong, right? I don't speak Vietnamese. Oh, jeez. Sorry. I don't have enough time. I'm just translating jokes. It's a cheap way. I'm a little distracted, honestly. My daughter recently turned 1. Yeah, thank you. Who doesn't have a kid. And in addition to all the other problems that a 1-year-old causes, I'm pretty sure you have to name it after a year. I don't know how that works exactly. And I'm a straight shooter. I call him like I see him. But my wife refuses to name this kid Broken Condom. And Tax break is also out, as is financial burden. But in addition to all the other problems that just having a kid, shit machine, that's another one. My daughter is half Asian. No, you were right not to laugh. That wasn't a joke. I paused inappropriately. I was thinking to myself, is half Asian funny? It's not. It's just what happens if your wife is Asian. The reason it becomes a problem is if I'm ever out with this kid. Okay, so let's say if you've ever mixed white with anything, white loses. So if I'm ever out with this child, with a guy friend of mine, and we happen to be like well dressed, and I'm carrying an Asian baby, always somebody will just come up to me and just, I am so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are so brave. Y'all are so brave. Look, lady, don't talk to me. First of all. Second of all, this is mine, okay? This is half mine. I'm responsible for the white part. That sounds dirty. I apologize. Okay. It's okay. We'll just, I put the Caucasian. Oh, okay, no, that's worse. How can I describe this? It's like a reverse Pearl Harbor. She was bombed, and I caught her by surprise. From the rear. Well, it's historically what happened. Don't groan. She liked it. And I just, the real issue that's starting to bother me with this kid is that she's getting really interested in like games on the iPad and stuff like that. And I have a worry that that's going to translate to video games, and I don't share very well. And like I'll tell you what I mean. Recently, a game came out called Skyrim. Have you guys heard of this game? Yeah. If you guys haven't heard of this game, I'll just describe it to you. It's like any other fantasy game. It's in a world where you are the only person born in 2,000 years that can possibly solve this problem. Go. And then hours of your life is gone. I started this game, and they're like, you have to go kill dragons. And I go, okay, let's go. And he goes, no. First you have to learn how to make armor, okay? Now you have to learn how to enchant the armor, okay? Now you have to learn how to make a sword, okay? Now you have to, look, guy, I work 40 hours a day. I didn't come home to enter a fantasy world in which the only way to improve my character is by having a job. Pisses me off. And then this actually happened the other day, and not comedy the other day, this was literally the other day. And I go into the bank, because there's a bank, and he goes, well, you need to buy a house. I'm like, it's not a real person, but fine. And I go into the bank, and he says, well, you don't have enough gold. Look, Electronic Arts, if I wanted the experience of not being able to afford a house, I'll just go do that. I can just walk to the bank and say, can I have a house? And they'll say no. And I'll steal their pen. As revenge. It's horrible. So you guys had a good night? Yeah. That's good. 9/11 was yesterday. Yeah, all right. Inappropriate cheer. I had a thought when 9/11 happened, and I don't know how appropriate it is, but I'll share it with you. I hope nobody was washing the windows. Right? Because that's got to be the worst. I mean, of all the people, like that is just, because it's already a dangerous job, you know? And you're used to it, you're tired of it, you're used to the scenery, you don't give a shit. And you just, one day, you just show up to work and... Ralph? You know how I always say, wouldn't it be funny if a plane was coming right at us? It's not funny. It's not funny. And I think you should hit down right now. And Ralph's all pissed off, right? Because he's tired of this, right? He's like, no, fucking no. Every fucking day we get up here and you say, Ralph, wouldn't it be funny? But it's not funny. And I'm not going to turn around. I know, it's an inappropriate joke that should never be done in stand-up. But it is real, and it is happening, and I need you to turn the fuck around. And so finally, this person that you hate, because there's no more conversation, you have nothing to say to him, you're embracing tighter than the wife that you've loved your entire life. And you're just crying and weeping and... Oh, thank God. It hit the other one.